Welcome to Clutch 10, the podcast where we talk about sports 10 questions at a time. My name is Jake Crumley, and I am joined by my co-host.
I'm Ronnie Hensley. How's it going, guys? We're back with a new episode.
Guess what just happened?
What just happened?
Nico Harrison got fired.
Really?
Yeah, this morning. You didn't see that?
No, I saw Centel posted it. I didn't realize it was real.
It was real. Centel told the truth.
Wow.
Nico Harrison is gone.
Wow.
Crazy stuff. That's basketball related. We'll be talking about football today. But yeah, how's life going, Ronnie?
They should have got him earlier. Life's going good.
I know.
Another news today, Steelers signed Asante Samuel.
Oh, they did? I was hoping the Niners did that.
Yeah,
damn.
So I don't know how many pieces we can keep throwing at that defense. But
I mean, I feel like it's pretty low risk.
Yeah.
Like high reward. Like if he comes back healthy. But yeah. All right, let's just get into it. The way this podcast works is we have 10 questions prepared, including some of the biggest, most relevant topics in football right now, some surprise questions, some games, and much more. In the future, some questions may be from you guys in the comments, so make sure to drop your best questions in the comments if you want to see us answer those.
Drop those comments.
Please do that. Please.
Drop those comments.
At the midway point, Ronnie and I will be diving into a little bit of head-to-head trivia, which we do every episode. Currently, I am up 1 all-time, correct?
Yeah, it's 3-2, right?
Yes, I am up 1 all-time in the trivia, so Ronnie has a chance to either tie or I get a 2-point lead today. Also, make sure to stick around towards the end, see us get a little bit off topic, see what we like outside of sports, and that's about it. Anything else you got, Ronnie?
No, I think we should just jump right into it.
All right, so we're going to start off with our first segment, one that's been recurring on the show. We didn't do it last week. It's been a little bit since we did it, but we're going to start off with what are our biggest NFL hot takes? Ronnie and I each have one. Ronnie, I'll let you start.
All right. But this one I wanted to show some appreciation. I think my hot take is that kickers have a very difficult job. More difficult than people grant them in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just about just making the kick to the uprights. It's about everything around that. I say they have one of the most stressful jobs in the entire NFL. No other position can you get fired as quickly as a kicker. And I think obviously like QB is very complicated and stressful, but when you're in the game and making the reads and like in the play as a QB, you're not really thinking. As a kicker, everything rides on you. Like the crowd is all watching you. America is watching you to make that kick, that game-winning kick. And I think it's very difficult to maintain, your composure during those moments. And another thing I want to bring up, kickoffs. Every time I watch a kickoff, I don't know if this is just a me thing, but I always like slightly expect the kicker to just completely whiff the ball and just screw the kickoff up. I've never seen it before, but the fact that they can do it so consistently, and I guarantee if one of them messes up one of these days, they're gone forever. So every kickoff.
Are you coping that Chris Boswell has missed the kick each of the last 2 weeks?
No, not even that. I mean,
Okay.
Chris Boswell, he's allowed to miss kicks.
I agree, though.
He's allowed to miss kicks. He can miss kicks for the rest of his career. I love him.
Yeah, no. Kicking is very mental. Like it's very in your head. It's kind of like I relate it to being a designated hitter in baseball where you're not playing on the field, but like you just have your chance once in a while in the game. And it's hard to get into a flow if you're not constantly doing it. Like you have to go out, do your thing perfectly, and go sit down for 30 minutes and not do that thing. Like it's you can't get into a rhythm as a kicker, at least like not you like you can as like a quarterback or another position, right?
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Opposite to that, actually, I think kick returner and punt returner is a very underrated position.
Was that your hot take?
As far as difficulty. That's just something I want to talk about because of how good kickers and punters are getting, like especially this season, at like the knuckleballs.
Yes.
They're getting really good at these kickoffs that are really hard to return.
And field position's everything. If you can get those extra 10 yards, that could be the difference maker for that drive.
Exactly. Yeah. I love the hot take. You're not gonna love my hot take. My hot take of the day is that in terms of NFL teams I would want to be a fan of right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers are bottom 4 in the league.
Bottom 4?
Bottom 4. No, in no particular order, with the Jets, Browns, and Saints, and the Steelers. Those are my
Mhm.
bottom four. It's mid purgatory. It's just no fun. And they also play the most unfun style of football to watch. It's never a proficient offense. They never have explosive plays. They don't have exciting pieces. I also wouldn't want to be stuck in like this non-rebuilding mode, non-contention mode, that where you're just always stuck in the middle. It's so boring.
I
It's just
will
like an
say
endless cycle.
I will say this year, no, everything you're saying is completely true for like the last like 5 years. This
Yeah,
year we've had a bit more of the explosive plays and the exciting pieces. Like I'm still pretty
that is
high
true.
on Jalen Warren. I know he didn't have the best game last week, but who did for the Steelers?
Yeah.
Everybody shat the bed last week. Uh, and we've seen some pretty explosive plays, especially with DK Metcalf now on the roster. Uh, yes, it's an endless cycle of torment. It's like shit, I forget his name. The guy who's rolling the boulder up the hill. He's constantly falling down. It's pretty much what the Steelers are. But every game is close, and you have no idea what's gonna happen in most games. Like we just beat the
Yeah,
Colts, who were the 1 seed,
but
and
you
then
also know what's going to happen for the entire season.
yeah,
That's the problem. There's no hope. Hope is a huge thing in sports where it's
there's
like
always
the
hope.
49ers.
We always make the playoffs. There's always hope. This is our year.
No, there's really not though. There's
This is
really
our year.
not. There's no hope for Steelers fans.
Oh,
You know you're not good
just
enough to
wait
win the
until
Super Bowl. Like
February.
deep down
Just
in your
wait
heart.
until
Deep down in
February.
your heart, you know that. You know the Steel like yeah. Also
Wait
another
until
little hot
February.
take. I'm a lot lower on DK Metcalf than a lot of people.
No, no, that's a bad take. DK Metcalf is good. He's a very good
I'm
receiver.
not he's
If you watch,
definitely not in my top 20 wide receivers.
if you watch that Chargers game, Aaron Rodgers was missing him, and he was wide open on a lot of plays.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But I haven't liked him since he was in Seattle. Not that I don't like him. I just think I'm just lower on him.
Fair
Like I
enough.
still think he's a good receiver. I'm just lower on him than a lot of people.
Okay, fair enough.
But okay. That was our opening segment. Always fun to do the hot takes. Let's get into some more big stuff. Next segment. Who is the current NFL MVP frontrunner? I just want to talk about our favorites, maybe give some honorable mentions. I don't know about you, but for me, the top two is like neck and neck.
For me,
Really close.
I don't think it's close right now.
I know who you're gonna
And
say.
yeah, Matthew Stafford is who I'm gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about it in terms of how they've played so far. And Matthew Stafford's been playing just amazing football week in, week out. And also who I trust to maintain that level for the rest of the season. And I feel like every other
Hmm.
person, like if you want to bring up Jonathan Taylor and whatnot, like he's having a great season, but uh, I'm not confident that he's gonna continue to play MVP level. Because for a running back,
Yeah.
you have to play
Yeah,
like
yeah.
super high level every week to even sniff
And we've
MVP.
already seen that he can get shut down. Like your Steelers shut him down.
Yeah.
So, for me, yeah, Stafford is my front runner, but I think this is the problem with the MVP. Everyone interprets it differently, whether it is the best player or the most valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Stafford is neck and neck with Drake May, in my opinion. JT is third. I don't think he can get that most valuable title, though, because he's playing behind the best offensive line in the league. So, like, as of right now, like, unless he, like, really, really keeps it up, he's not my front runner. But Stafford and May are my two front runners for two different reasons. Stafford is playing the highest level football right now.
Yeah, he really is.
May is the most valuable to his team by far. He's playing out there with nothing. Stafford is playing out there with a very good run game and two of the best weapons in the league. That's the problem.
I don't
And it's
disagree.
really hard to like figure out which way you want to like choose this award.
Yeah, I will say though, throughout Stafford's entire career, he's always had, like that one amazing weapon.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just Stafford. Maybe
That's
Stafford's
true.
allowing these people to be great. And the other thing I wanted to say is, in terms of the voters, Stafford's never won an
Yeah.
MVP before. They might want to give him his
Yeah.
flowers this year.
Yeah, and May has plenty of time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I do think I give the edge to Stafford just because he has such a big advantage in the stats. Like it's not crazy, but he does have a solidified advantage. Like he's first in the league in passing yards per game. He's first in passing touchdowns by 5 touchdowns. Is 25. Next biggest is like I think Goff at 20.
Wow.
Only 2 interceptions. Also, he's leading the league by 5 touchdowns, and he's only thrown 2 picks, and he's only taken 14 sacks, which is near the bottom of the league. And like just going through like his last 3 games, 280 yards on 67% completion, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks. 281, 75%, 4 touchdowns. 182 yards, 64%, 5 touchdowns. No interceptions the last 3 games. I don't think he's thrown an interception since week 3. And also being on a good team helps because I think he is leading the best team in the NFL so far. Although
Yeah.
Drake May, in my opinion, is leading the second best. So,
Although I will say,
but
if Stafford wasn't on
yeah.
the Rams,
Anything
who
else on the
knows how good
MVP
they'd be.
conversation for you?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to another team that's been really good recently. Maybe more just this week. Because we're just talking about how the Rams are my best team in the league right now. Patriots are second best. But Dan Campbell for the Lions took over offensive play calling duties this week as a defensive head coach. And that offense looked amazing.
They did.
So what is Dan Campbell cooking in Detroit? Are
Well,
you
here's what I'll say. I did a little bit of research, and
Mhm.
Dan Campbell himself said that the offensive coordinator is not going anywhere. I mean, it's not like they're going to take him out
Yeah.
back and eliminate him, but I think what Dan Campbell's doing is he's just trying to get his fingers deep into every single facet of this team. Like he wants this Lions team to be his, and
Graphic.
he's taking the reins. And I think he's not leaving any box unchecked or anything like that. He wants to make sure every single piece fits to his vision. And this has been since the beginning, and clearly it's been working. The Lions have
Yeah.
transformed into a year in, year out, really solid team.
I think Dan Campbell just watched a whole lot of tape from last year and said, "Hey, I'm going to call this game exactly how Ben Johnson would call it." And that's what he did.
Yeah.
Like this is the first time all year that the offense in my opinion has been ran like Ben Johnson last year. Because they got really good usage out of both Gibbs and Monty, and they got Jamison Williams, the most incorporated he's been all season. And just looking at the offensive numbers for them, like 44 points, second most for them in the season. Passing yards was second most for them this season. Rushing yards was most for them this season. Yards per carry was the most for them this season. First downs was the most for them this season. Third down conversion rate was the tied best for them this season. Um, yeah, I just like I think Campbell really committed to that identity that they built last year, which their offensive coordinator had not fully done yet, and it is hard. Like I'm not faulting him for that. Like as a first year offensive coordinator, like
Hmm.
stepping in the shoes of Ben Johnson, like that's a very difficult task. But Dan Campbell's obviously a smart guy, and if he knows if I mean obviously he would dissect Ben Johnson's mind, like he's the head coach, right? So he probably did learn a lot from Ben Johnson, even though he's a defensive guy and was a defensive player, as a defensive head coach. But I love it.
Yeah.
That fires me up, man. Seeing a defensive head coach with passion like that. So usually just a glue guy say like, "I got this," and he executes at the high of a level. That fires me up.
Yeah, me too. Because especially like coming into the Lions, like everyone thought he'd just be the glue guy, the hype guy. But now he's kind
Yeah,
of transformed into one of the most involved coaches in the entire league.
I love it, bro.
Yeah.
I love it so much. One thing I will say, maybe we need to slow our roll a little bit. That was against a really bad Commanders defense. So we'll see how that looks against some better defenses, but
So
I don't know.
far,
It
so
gives
good.
me more hope for the Lions to be a legit Super Bowl contender if he's
Yeah.
calling games like that.
Yeah, and I already had him as contenders last week before this even
Mm-hmm.
happened. So
Mm-hmm.
they're just growing, in my opinion. But let's talk
Yeah.
about another team that's possibly a contender, but we're a little shaky on. The Denver Broncos, 8-2, despite having not a very inspiring offense. Are the Denver Broncos
Yeah.
frauds?
Yeah. Not a Super Bowl contender, bro. I can't get behind it.
Mm,
I can't get behind Bo Nix right now. I'm not bought out on Bo Nix. I haven't sold all my stock on Bo Nix's career in like being a good quarterback. But he's capping their ceiling before a Super Bowl currently. That's my take on it.
Here's what I'll say: the Dallas Cowboys. They have one of the best offenses in the league, one of the worst defenses in the league. If they were 8-2, they won some of those games that they should have won. I think less people would be calling them frauds. So why are the Broncos any different? Because it's just the opposite thing. There's a mid or bad offense and a really good defense. I think people are underestimating this Broncos defense in terms of
I
getting
think
the
they're the
job
best
done.
defense in the league.
Yeah,
I think they're
exactly.
the best defense in the league. I don't think they're a Super Bowl contender
Do
because
you,
I think it's too easy to shut this offense down.
Fair enough. But I've seen teams with amazing offenses and bad defenses win Super Bowls. I've seen teams with mid offenses and great defenses win Super Bowls. I think I think the Broncos, despite their offensive struggle, that defense can really take them far, especially
Yeah,
if the offense decides to figure things out. They don't even have to be
that's
great. They
fair.
just have to be decent.
That's fair, but I'm also like I'm looking at other teams in the AFC and I just trust them so much more, right? Like I'm trusting the Colts and the Patriots so much more than the Broncos. I know the Bills just got blown out by the Dolphins. That's a divisional game. I'm not super worried about that. I'm still
Hmm.
trusting the Bills over the Broncos. I'm still trusting the Chiefs, who are the 8 seed right now. I'm trusting the Chiefs over the Broncos because they have the guy at the most important position in the game at quarterback,
Yeah, but I think
and the Broncos
it's
don't.
about potential. And you brought up the Patriots and the Colts. What's the only
Mm-hmm.
team in the NFL to beat both the Patriots and the Colts? The Steelers. They go
Did the
into the
Bron
Super Bowl.
Oh, I'll say
Okay.
I didn't think the Broncos did that. I do wanna give my reasoning on why Bo Nix is bad.
Okay.
I don't wanna just dog on him for no reason. Bo Nix, 1, he's not accurate. He just simply isn't. He can make accurate throws, he can make high-level throws. He's not accurate on a consistent basis because 2, he has really bad footwork. He does not set his feet. In the pocket, he has happy feet. It's really bad. He needs to chill on the foot movement. He needs to set his feet before he throws. Because also 3, he loves to throw on the run, and he doesn't always need to throw on the run when he does, and that's making him less accurate. Set your damn feet, dude.
Hey,
Come on, we're a 25-year-old quarterback.
these are all fixable things. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, but very hard to fix mid-season, and he's also shown a season and a half of these things being bad now, in my opinion. 4, which is the hardest thing to fix in my opinion, he's not making great decisions and he's not consistently reading defenses. There's been times where he's made good reads. I saw a really good breakdown of this check in the red zone he had last week, but it's not consistent yet, and that makes it really hard because when your defenses are taking your first read away, then there's not really much else you can do if you can't read the field. But yeah, overall, where I have them, divisional round.
That's a fair assessment.
That's that.
I think
That'd be my prediction.
they can maybe sneak into that AFC Championship, if their defense plays really
Yeah,
locked down. But
yeah.
yeah, maybe not Super Bowl. Although, you know what? I'm not gonna say never. Never say
Yeah.
never.
Pretty confident they'll make the playoffs though, at least, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
another team that I'd like to bring up, maybe we're a little less confident on, or you're more confident. Who knows? The Baltimore Ravens. Do you see them making the playoffs?
God, I gotta argue with the Steelers fan over this, man. This is gonna be
Well,
yeah.
really,
Yeah.
really.
Yes, they're making the playoffs because they're gonna win their division over the Steelers.
Mm,
That's gonna happen. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. It's going to happen.
I don't think it's gonna
They're
happen.
only 1 game back.
I know they're only one game back, but the Steelers are gonna start winning games. I know they have a very tough schedule ahead of them, but we've seen them beat really strong
Really tough.
opponents. And
Really tough.
the Steelers' motto, the modus operandi, is we always play down the competition, no matter the
Yeah.
team. But that also means we play up. We play up to competition every game this season, and pretty much every single game, the last half decade has been a close game for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's fair.
They're always going to stay in
But
that game.
also, but have you looked at the Ravens schedule?
Yeah.
The Ravens have the next 2 weeks, first of all. They could be in the lead the next 2 weeks because they get the Browns and the Jets. What a start.
The Browns are a
Then
divisional game. Don't forget. But go
it's
on.
Dylan Gabriel, man. But yes, you're right. But I mean, we just saw the Dolphins beat the Bills, so you're
And the Browns beat the
right.
Packers.
True. But then Bengals, Another divisional game, I guess. They play the Bengals and the Steelers each twice.
And I will say,
And then
the Ravens never sweep the Steelers. We always go
they
about
don't.
like
That's
1-1.
true. That is very true. I was gonna say like one of my points was gonna maybe be like, oh, these two Ravens Steelers games are gonna be like the needle movers, but they're probably gonna be even because it just feels like they go 1-1 every year.
Here's what I'll say. I think the Steelers, my prediction is 10-7. And for the Ravens to overtake the Steelers, they can't lose more than 2 games. And even if
Yeah,
they lose 2 games and tie them at 10-7, they have to beat them divisionally. And
that's true.
uh, I feel like in terms of division matchups, the Steelers fare better than the Ravens in these divisional games.
Yeah,
We'll see when they play the Bengals next week because the Bengals did beat
I don't
us.
know. The one thing that gives me hope with the Ravens is that the defense, like every damn year, like over the past 3 years, the defense is picking up in the second half now. A lot of this is because of health. Like the defense is getting a lot healthier, and I don't think this defense is on the same level as it has been like the last 2 years in the second half of the year. But do think it's gonna get to a point where it's above average because the start of the season was really bad. Right now they're playing at a good level, but I would still like call them an average defense just because we're not too far removed from being a bad defense. But
Yeah.
I do think this defense is going to continue to play better and better.
I mean, yeah, this is. I know we were just talking about how the Steelers are super predictable, but we're kind of at an unpredictable stretch for the Pittsburgh Steelers because so far this season, it's been either games where our offense has been the best we've seen in years and our defense is pooping themselves, or games where
Okay.
our offense, can't even get a first down and our defense has to do most of the workload. So I'm wondering if maybe, just maybe, in my hopes and dreams, both sides of the ball can play up to their potential. And if that happens, I think they may have the division locked. But we will see.
Nah, that's not happening.
We'll see.
I I think the Ravens are winning, but that is very close. Like it's not like a I'm not super confident the Ravens are winning. But yeah. That's our first 5 questions of the day. It is the midpoint time. What time is it, Ronnie?
It's trivia time.
Yes, it is. Today we are playing a simple game. Who am I? Or what's another one? It's kind of like heads up. I don't know. You guys
Who
have
am
probably
I?
seen this on social media. It's a pretty popular like I don't know. Is it considered a board game? Ti ti whatever game,
Just to pass
whatever
the
game.
time.
It's just a game. But basically, Ronnie and I each brought a football player that we are attaching to the other person, and we have to guess like which football player that is based off of just yes or no questions.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? So like, okay, like say for example, if I made Ronnie Patrick Mahomes, Ronnie would be like, "Oh, am I a quarterback in the AFC? Am I a quarterback on the Chiefs? Am I Patrick Mahomes?" He would
Yeah.
narrow it down through those type of questions, yes or no questions. Good.
Okay.
Do you have the player that I will be?
Yes, I have your player. Do you have
Okay, I
my
have your
player?
player.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Who goes
I'll let you go
first?
first.
Am I currently still in the league?
Yes, you are currently still in the league.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were doing current players. Am I still currently in the league?
No.
Oh shoot. Okay. Damn. Wait, that makes it so much harder. Okay.
Uh, did I play in the NFC? Or
Do you?
my
Yes, you do
main?
play in the
Okay,
NFC.
yeah, fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Um, did I play in the AFC as my main team?
You do not play in the AFC as your main team.
Okay. Okay.
Um, am I on the offensive side of the ball?
You're stealing my questions. Yes, you're on the offensive side of the ball. Am I on the offensive side of the ball?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Do I play quarterback?
No, you do not play quarterback.
Okay.
Do I play quarterback?
You do play quarterback.
Okay. You said not AFC earlier?
Yeah, not AFC.
Okay.
Um, do I play a skill position?
You do play skill position.
Okay.
Did I have my prime in the late 2010s, like second half 20, like 2015 and 2020 was my prime, primarily in that chunk of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say. Um, did I play wide receiver?
you do play wide receiver.
Okay.
Did I win a Super Bowl?
No. And this is the NFC. Okay. Am I
Yes.
in the NFC West?
You are not in the NFC West.
Okay.
NFC late 2010s quarterback that did not win a Super Bowl.
You said, oh shit, I forgot if you said AFC or NFC.
I said NFC earlier.
Okay, okay,
You're in the NFC.
okay.
Yeah. Late 2010s quarterback did not. Did I play in the NFC South?
Yeah, yeah, you did. Um,
I have a snipe.
am I in the NFC North?
You're not in the NFC North.
Shit.
Did I maybe blow a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, you may have. Okay,
Oh man.
shit. You're gonna get it on this next one, so I have to kind of snipe as well. So I said North and West. So we have the East and the South. We have I just have to pray it's a wide receiver one at this point. So we have like CD, we have like Malik Neighbors, Terry McLaurin, AJ Brown, Drake London. Uh, shit, I'm blanking on the Panthers wide receiver. Uh, Chris Olave or
I want to narrow this down for you so you have a fair shot. It's the South.
it's the South. Hey! Why are we cheating here?
Because I have the damn answer.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with Chris Olave as my answer.
Nah, it's not Chris Olave. Does your player have a last name that could be a first name?
He does. I don't know why you're still fucking asking questions.
I wanted you to get closer.
Is my player currently injured?
No, not anymore. Can't. But now, okay. I'm just gonna end it. Is your player Matt Ryan?
Yeah, my player is Matt
Yeah.
Ryan.
Any last guesses on your? The not
uh,
anymore should maybe help you. It's not a wide receiver one. I'll tell you that.
it's not a wide receiver one. It's like Darnell
He
Mooney,
actually was. He was for a portion. No, it was Jalen Coker.
Jalen Coker. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. We went a little bit. I went a little bit deeper cut than you. Do you want to make this a best out of 3?
Let's just keep it at the one.
Okay. All right. I win then. All right. I take a 2-point lead in the trivia.
I'll catch up to you. Don't worry. I gotta stop giving you softballs. I know
That was a
what you do.
softball. It was a pretty big softball. I knew it. I think I knew it once I asked the late 2010s question, which was my third question or my fourth question. That was Matt Ryan was the first person.
Yeah, that was a good question.
It was like Matt Ryan or maybe Phillip Rivers. Oh no, Phillip Rivers is a little earlier.
Next time I'm giving you
Okay.
players from the 1930s.
Okay, let's do it.
The European
All right.
leagues.
That was trivia time. I'm up 2 all time now. Let's move into the second half of this episode. We're gonna get into some more deeper stuff, maybe some stuff that's gonna take a little bit longer. Let's start out with our top 10 NFL running backs lists. Last week we did quarterbacks. I know some of you guys like that. Some people in the comments didn't like it so much. Didn't like our list so much. But this week we're doing top 10 NFL running backs, and I want to start 10 all the way up to 1.
Okay.
Build some suspense. Do you have any honorable mentions? I have 2 that are gonna
Yeah.
be like.
I have some honorable mentions. One of them, J.K. Dobbins has been doing pretty well this year. I had to leave him
Yeah?
off my list, but he's been doing pretty well.
Javonte Williams also.
Mhm.
My other 2 honorable mentions, which are 2 pretty damn good running backs. It's just running backs are so good right now.
Yeah.
But Also, I assumed health, like I did last week. So like, if a guy's missed a lot of the season, but I still think he's that high level running back, then he's still gonna be my top 10. But my honorable mentions, my two main ones are Josh Jacobs and Kyron Williams.
Mm.
Both of them are not in my top 10.
You
They're
know,
just off. They're the first two off.
another one I left off my top 10, Devon A. Chain. He's not on this list.
What?
Devon A. Chain is not on my list.
A Chain?
You know who isn't on my list either? Brees Hall.
He's not on my list either. That's pretty standard for me.
And then honorable mention,
What?
of course, Jalen Warren. Well, let's get into it.
You can't. You can't give. No, for what?
I'm
Devon
just
A Chain isn't in your top 10 running backs.
I'm just not a big fan. I don't know what it is
Okay,
about him.
He's okay. Here's your 10.
Number 10,
I already know.
Derrick Henry.
Oh my god. Okay. I had to give my number 10 some respect to somebody. Rico Dowdle. Rico
Mm.
Dowdle is my 10 right now.
Rico Dowdle's
I'm
my
giving him
number.
the edge over Kyron. I'm giving him the edge over Josh Jacobs.
Rico Dowdle's my number 9.
Hell
Uh,
yeah. Okay, we just have swap because Derrick Henry's my number 9.
Okay, nice.
So we're not too far off.
Rico Dowdle's been playing great, but the greatness that we've seen from him is only for half of a season. So I wanna see a little more before I inch him down the list.
Yes, but I do think Chuba Hubbard is a good back, and he makes Chuba Hubbard look like he's a high schooler.
Yeah.
That is the one thing I will say. Like, I like Chuba Hubbard.
My number 8, Javonte Williams. I'm giving
I
him
thought you
his
said he was
respect.
an honorable mention.
No, you said he was an honorable mention.
Oh wait, that was me. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, wait, no, you said J.K. Dobbins. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't love it. I mean, he's bored. I mean, it's fine. Bucky Irving is my number 8, even though he's been injured. If you don't want to consider him though, because he's been injured for most of the season, that's fine. But he started off the season hot, and the second half of last season, the dude was electric. So
That's
he's my
fine.
number 8.
Yeah, I don't hate Bucky Irving. He's not on my list though.
Yep. Is that because of injury, or is that because he's not top 10 for you?
I just don't think he's top 10. Number
Ugh.
I think I have someone coming up that you may not be happy with. But right now, number 7, James Cook.
That's my number 7.
Whoa.
Yeah,
You've been
I
doing
love
great.
James Cook.
Yeah.
I love James Cook. I think he's very underrated. Who's your number 6?
Kyron Williams. Yeah, he's not high for me. I think he just really completes that Rams offense. Finally, Stafford has someone he can fall back on. I know, never mind, but
I don't know. I think he's a good back, and like I give him props for a reason. Like, he is an honorable mention. Like, he is a like a legit elite wide running back 1 this season, and has been, right.
mhm.
But I don't know. The explosives just aren't there for me. Like, he's pretty consistent. He's just the explosives aren't there for me, and I value that a lot in a running back. My yeah,
I just think consistency is key in terms of these.
that's fair. That's
Like
fair.
we're only looking for those first downs. But anyways, go on.
I guess. My number 6 was Christian McCaffrey.
Okay. I don't hate that, but I have him a little higher.
I think again they're the explosives. Like, the offensive line plays a big part in that this year, but and obviously the receiving, like, he's basically a slot receiver playing out of the backfield.
Yeah.
But still just in space, just isn't quite as explosive as he has been in the past for me, is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, fair enough. My number 5, Jahmyr Gibbs.
5?
Yeah, number 5. I have 4 people over him.
My number 5 is Saquon.
Okay.
You have Saquon over Jahmyr?
I do. I mean, I feel like
Wow.
people are writing off Saquon's year last year. I know he's not having the best. I'm not even gonna say that. I know he's not having the year he had last year, but I still think he's a very, very, very solid running back.
No, I do too. It's just Jahmyr is like Jahmyr does everything at such a good level.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's interesting.
I also think the
That's very
Lions'
interesting.
offensive line is pretty good, pretty darn good, and that kind of.
Well, you're not gonna like this because I have Devon Achane at 4 over Saquon Barkley.
Wow.
Because I think Devon Achane is maybe the second most explosive back behind my number 1.
He's definitely very explosive, but I just
I don't know. I think he also has to deal with like a really bad offensive line. Is my thing. Like he plays in a good system though. Is like maybe a little bit of a equalizer, but I mean, CMC plays in a great system, and that run game is very poor, and with a because of the bad offensive line, and A Chain is still
M-
like pretty solid in the run. You
Maybe
know,
maybe for me, I'm just living in the past because this was a few years ago. But when A Chain and Mostert were kind of sharing splits, they're pretty much identical. Like if Raheem Mostert can do what Devon A Chain is doing, and don't get me wrong, Raheem Mostert, I like him as a back, but I just don't know if I can confidently put him above a lot of these talents on this list. But
weird.
I don't hate it.
Okay,
My number 4, Bijan Robinson.
brother, what? What are you doing,
What? Did you want him higher?
Bijan?
Did you want him higher or lower?
Higher.
He's my number 4. I think there's 3 backs better than Bijan Robinson.
Okay, who's your 3? Mine is Gibbs. That's I think a very perfect spot for Gibbs. Number 3, like that fits in like very well. Who's your
My
number
number
3?
3 is Christian McCaffrey.
Over
I know.
Bijan
Yes,
Robinson?
over Bijan Robinson. I'd rather have.
Over Bijan Robinson.
Yes, as a 49ers fan, I'd rather have CMC. If I was a Falcons fan, I love Bijan, but I think if I had to choose between both of them, I'd choose CMC
Oh,
in terms of just
I
playing
have
out
so
the
many
season.
reasons. I have so many. Oh, I have so many
CMC is an
reasons.
incredible back, and yeah, like you said,
CMC is an incredible back.
he's taking
He
the
is,
receiver
yeah.
reins too. So as soon as they figure out that run game, he's having like half the fucking offense on his back, pretty much.
Bijan is my number 2,
Oh my God.
and I think there's gonna be there's an obvious number 1 for both of us. I'm assuming. I
Yeah,
hope there's an obvious number 1 for both of us. Bijan, the difference between Bijan and our number 1, in my opinion, is minuscule because Bijan's offensive coordinator is an idiot right now. I genuinely think Bijan in the Colts offense. Sorry to spoil. My number 1 is Jonathan Taylor. Everybody, Bijan in the Colts offense is doing would do what Jonathan Taylor is doing. I firmly believe that.
I think CMC would I believe that, but CMC's
It's hard
different
to
right
say
now. He's different, but
yeah,
still
CMC is a
elite.
different type of player. So like without discrediting him, you can't like really like say that because he's
Yeah,
not that type of runner. Like a lot of that value comes in the pass game. Like
yeah.
he just like it's you can't argue that he is a pure runner as those guys. But I don't know. I think Bijan is very underrated in the passing game. Also, he's maybe the second best pass pro running back in the league behind like Woody Marks, who's insane and a rookie. But who's your number 2?
My number 2 is Saquon. I'm keeping him high.
Wow.
I'm keeping him high. I think maybe it's just a resume thing for me. Like
Maybe.
his resume is great, and don't get me wrong, Bijan's amazing, but I want to see him put together a full, complete elite season, like
This is gonna fit in so perfectly
my
to
top
my
3
weekly doghouse.
have.
This is gonna fit in so perfectly to my weekly
Uh,
doghouse.
uh,
Oh my god.
okay.
Oh
And
my
then
god. Seniority.
my number one,
Seniority.
my number 1 is
Jalen Warren.
Alvin Kamara. No, Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, of course.
Yes, Alvin Kamara.
I don't think
Clear number 1.
yeah, I don't think it's a debate. Jonathan Taylor's just
Wow.
he's
You
great.
had a very interesting list.
Yeah, I wanted to be interesting with it. It wasn't as factual. But this is an opinion show anyways, and these
No,
are
it
my
is.
opinions.
I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong. You just had a terrible list. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But
Your list was
no,
safe. I'll say that. You had a safe, nice little list.
it wasn't safe because I think a lot of people. I think Devon Achane over Saquon Barkley isn't safe. I think Rico Dowdle top 10 isn't safe. I mean, a lot of it was safe, but like that's just genuinely what I think. But okay, get that out of the way. I need to reset my brain after that. That was our top 10 running back list. Next up, I have a surprise question for you, Ronnie. You know what the question is. You just don't know what I'm asking.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go rapid fire at you with 10 players, and for each player, I'm gonna ask you: have these players reached their ceilings in the NFL? I've got 5 quarterbacks and 5 wide receivers for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Quarterback number 1, Trevor Lawrence. Has he reached his ceiling?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Development isn't there anymore. I just don't see it.
If she played for too long.
Yep. Yep. Bryce Young.
No.
I agree.
I think we're just
I think
scratching
he's
the surface with Bryce Young.
I don't think he has a crazy high ceiling. Like I don't think he has like top 5 quarterback in the league ceiling, but
But we've seen improvement, especially this year. So
yeah, he's still improving. CJ Stroud.
this is a difficult one because
I
you could
because
say
he's his ceiling was kind of first year.
yeah, I was gonna say you could say he reached his ceiling that first year, and he's chasing that dragon ever since. Um,
So a better question for this is like, could he ever outperform that first year? Like not can he perform to that level? Can he outperform that level?
we're gonna leave the door open for CJ. Oh, actually, never mind. Remember when he failed that mental exam? He's reached his ceiling.
Okay. I'm not answering this, so I won't give my take on that. Baker Mayfield.
Yes.
See, the thing with Baker for me is that I've been like, oh, he's at his ceiling now. Every single year he's been with the Bucks, but then every single year with the Bucks he gets better. That's my thing.
I
So it's hard for me to answer that.
I think yeah, it is hard, but I don't think he's gonna get better than he is
Like
right now.
substantially better.
Like substantially, yeah,
Yeah. You never know though. Baker's proved me wrong so many times
that's
at
true.
this point. Next, last quarterback. Guy that I'm really low on, Michael Penix Jr.
I'm gonna go no. I'm gonna go no. He hasn't
It's
reached
hard
his
because
ceiling.
he's only in his second year, and
Yeah,
ceiling is a very it can be like a very up to interpretation word.
and he wasn't even like a full-on starter until this year. So we'll give him the benefit of the
Yeah.
doubt. Say no.
All right. All right. Let's go to the 5 wide receivers. Let's start off with Chris Olave.
No,
You don't think he's reached his ceiling?
I think he can get better. He's a young guy
I
too.
mean,
He's on the younger side.
yeah. I think quarterback play. Like if he got a good quarterback, that could
Yeah, he could really
he could
unlock
explode.
himself. I mean, he's already doing
But
well.
yeah. Brian Thomas Jr. This is kind of similar to the CJ Stroud one.
I'm gonna go no. He's
You
having a
don't think
down.
that first year?
He's having a down year, but again, this is like his second year. So I'm
Well, my thing with
in
Brian
a
Thomas
long and
Jr. is
fruitful
that
career.
his first year he was a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL. So for him to beat the ceiling that he's already shown for me, it would have to be like top 5 level.
I think the potential is there. We'll see though.
All right. I don't know. I think he's hit his ceiling in top 10. But Zay Flowers.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's reached his ceiling.
I agree with that one. Devontae Smith.
Yeah,
I think just the archetype, like you can't. It's hard for him to grow much more. You know.
yeah, and you don't need him to be more than anything he is.
Yeah, that's true. Last one of the day, Jamison Williams.
No, 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 no. I feel like
Really?
every year we're just getting on like the precipice of unlocking Jamison Williams' greatness. Like he's never had a fully like complete season. He's had like
Yeah,
crazy
I don't know.
games, but I think there could be a day where that consistency is finally there.
We'll see. I don't know. I like Jamison Williams. I think he's a good receiver. I don't know how to answer that question, but it's okay because I don't have to because I was asking you. So that was our top. That was the 10. Have they hit their ceiling players? You wanna move
I
on to the
like
next
that.
segment?
Yeah, let's go into the Weekly Doghouse, correct?
No, you skipped one.
Oh, I skipped one. You're right.
The draft. So this week, this is question number 8, correct? This segment.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie and I will be spinning on the NFL team wheel. I got it right here. And with this wheel, whatever we spin, we have to pick a player from that team and build out our, like, it's not a fantasy team. It's just
A
who has the
roster.
better team.
Yeah.
Yeah, a roster. Who can build the better roster off of the wheel? And you guys in the comments are going to decide who had the better roster. So please, once you see these rosters, let us know who won.
Decide.
And the rosters will consist of 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, an offensive line, a defense, and a coach. And for like the line and defense, it's the entire unit of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Ronnie, I think I should go first because I beat you in trivia.
Okay. Just kick me while I'm down, why
Appreciate it.
don't you?
Yeah. All right. I'm spinning first. This is just like a fun exercise, right? This is just like a thing. All right. I spun the freaking Raiders. Um. Oh, Brock Bowers. That's pretty easy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Brock Bowers is my tight end. I'm pretty comfortable with that. I think he's a top 3 tight end in the league. Ronnie, you are spinning the
Give me
Chiefs.
give me
Oh,
Patrick Mahomes, bro.
brother. Brother. And let's do the snake style draft. I'll let you go again.
Okay.
Ronnie, you have spun the Niners. What a back to back. Holy cow. Oh, wait,
Huh.
this is tough though.
This is tough. I'm thinking, I mean, I could go CMC. I did place him really high.
Yeah.
Or I could go Kyle Shanahan.
You could
Although,
also go George Kittle.
or I could go Kittle. Yeah, I was thinking Kittle.
You
But
could go the great offensive line.
yeah, maybe maybe if I go Shanahan, people will rightfully say, "Why do you want a choke artist as your coach?" So I'm gonna go CMC for my running back.
Okay, I don't hate it. I think I would have gone Shanahan, but I'm a Niners fan. We're both Niners fans, so. All right, I spin the Chiefs,
Formerly,
but you already took freaking
can we not repeat?
Mahomes. No. That's well, I can't. We can't repeat players, so I can't pick
Okay,
Mahomes because you already took Mahomes.
okay,
I mean that's pretty easy. I'll take Andy Reid,
yeah.
and then next spin the Browns, bro. What do I take? Judkins. I mean, I
How
don't hate what I've seen from him. The defense isn't terrible, but it's the whole unit. It's not like just Miles Garrett. I feel like, and the line isn't great. Holy cow. This is the worst one because I would have taken Njoku at tight end. I would have taken Stefanski at coach. Maybe not Stefanski. I would have taken Njoku, but I had Brock Bowers already. I'm going to take Jerry Jeudy, and I'm just going to automatically slide him down into my wide receiver 2 role. Is what I'm going to do. He's not getting wide receiver 1. All right. Ronnie, your spin. You end up with the Chiefs again, bro. What is this?
I think I'm gonna take Andy Reid. Maybe you could have made
No, I
it.
took Randy Reid already.
Oh,
I
you're
took
right.
Andy Reid already.
Ah, should I go for just Travis Kelsey then? Uh,
There's another guy I would take pretty solidly over him at this point.
yeah, maybe I can take a receiver on the Chiefs. But you know what? I'm gonna take Travis Kelsey.
Get you some leader, some veteran.
Some
Maybe not
veterans,
leadership.
yeah.
He's not the greatest leader.
But
You spin the Rams.
give
What
me
is this luck,
give
bro?
me give me Puka Nakua. I'm
Oh
passing up a
god.
lot of really good coaches too. But
I'll say you could also take a McVay.
yeah.
Jesus. Okay. I'm spinning, and I get the Bills. Give me
Mm.
Josh freaking Allen, man. Let's go. We got Allen versus Mahomes. What a matchup.
Oh, that is a crazy matchup.
What a matchup. All right. Next spin for me, I get the Seahawks. Give me JSN. Let's go. I love that. JSN and Josh Allen back to back. That is amazing. All right, Ronnie. Your spin, you get the Saints. Finally a bad spin for you.
Um, I don't even think it's a bad
I
spin. I'm just
mean,
gonna go Chris
yeah, I
Olave.
guess. Yeah, it's not bad. Maybe not. Maybe just not elite.
All right,
Chris Olave is a good pick though.
so our weapons are insane right now
Oh,
for me.
you just spun Commanders, by the way.
Um, I know he's in the doghouse right now. If you guys watched the last episode, but I like Dan Quinn overall. I think Dan Quinn is a good
Okay.
coach. He got a Commanders team that was kind of underrated going into the season last year
Yes.
to the NFC Championship. So
They definitely overperformed under him last year, but yeah. All right. My first pick of this round, Colts, Jonathan Taylor.
Mm.
Wow. The stars are aligning for me. Problem is, oh wait, hold on. Wait. I'm tempted to take the offensive line.
Over Jonathan
There,
Taylor, do you think you're not
I
gonna come
feel like
across a better running back?
there's more good running backs in the league than good offensive lines. And the Colts have the best offensive line, in my opinion. They also have the best running back, but they also have the best.
Mm.
I can't pass up JT. He's a top 3 in MVP candidate. What am I doing? Okay. My next one, I get the Broncos. Wait.
Wow.
Yeah, the defense. Sorry, I brain farted there. Yeah, I'm taking the best defense in the league. All right, Ronnie. Do you only have 2 slots left?
Yeah, I
Is
just
this
have
gonna be your
my
last two?
my defense and my O line, so I gotta pick my poison here.
Oh, so we were in the same bowl. Okay, you get the Falcons. That's good for you.
Yeah,
You
I-
get
I'll take
that
their O
that
line.
line. That line is good. All right, Ronnie, you're deep. We're both. I'm spinning for O line. You're spinning for defense. But your offensive line. Oh wait, sorry, your defense.
My
Oh wait, so your
defense.
defense.
Who is my
Your defense
defense?
would be. We were just talking about how they're not great. The Commanders.
We'll take it.
Ah,
Our
ah,
offense, our offense will
ah.
outperform their defense.
All right, all right. My offensive line will be the Seahawks. Not great. Ugh.
Mm.
It's like it kind of evens
We,
out, huh?
yeah, we both ended on the not the best, but you know what?
I I'm pretty confident in my team though. I will say that. I got the best running back, top 3 quarterback, top 3 wide receiver 1, best defense, top 3 coach,
Yeah, but
top 3 tight end.
Jerry Judy's really just stinking up the whole list.
And the Seahawks defense. So let's read through our teams, Ronnie. Who did you draft?
I got Mahomes throwing to Puka Nakua and Chris Olave and Travis Kelsey. With CMC as a back, who's also a receiving back, Mahomes is gonna have a fucking field day out there.
True.
Everyone's gonna be open.
Yeah.
With the Falcons O-line, which is pretty good, and Dan Quinn as a coach. And if anyone can fix the Commanders' defense, which I have, is Dan Quinn. That's my team. I like it.
Okay, I
Let's
like
read
that
up.
reasoning for Dan Quinn with the Commanders defense. That's a good pairing. All right, my team was Josh Allen at quarterback, coming off of an MVP win last year. Running back, a guy that's top 3 in MVP conversation right now, and Jonathan Taylor. Wide receiver 1, also a guy that is top 3 in Offensive Player of the Year conversation, in Jackson Smith and Jigba. Wide receiver 2, Jerry Jeudy. We can skip over that. Tight end, Brock Bowers, top 3 tight end in the league, even though he's been injured for a lot of the year. Offensive line, Seahawks, it's fine. Defense, best defense in the league in the Broncos, and coach, maybe the best coach in the league in Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Comments, decide who wins this draft, who wins in a head-to-head matchup.
Honestly, it's
And
pretty close. Like
hey, if the does does the winner of this, according to the comments, get a clutch coin?
they do. They get their
They get
hands
a
on the
clutch
clutch
coin.
coin. Yeah.
If you don't know what a clutch coin is, basically you use it as a freebie in trivia. So it's like you get a second try, or you skip a strike, or maybe you negate an answer from the other team. It's just basically it's kind of all-purpose freebie
I could have used
in the
mine this
trivia that you can
week,
use.
but we're holding off. Maybe it was a bad decision. Maybe I should have used it.
Maybe,
But we'll
maybe,
see.
because now you go down 2. But let's move on to this recurring segment that just started last week. Who is going in the Weekly Doghouse? The way this works, the Weekly Doghouse is each week Ronnie and I bring somebody, a player, a coach, a whole team maybe, to put into the Weekly Doghouse for the atrocities that they committed on the field, or at least in a sport, this past week. And last week was our first week, and every week we review the players that are in the doghouse to see if they can get out, if enough time has passed, or maybe they've redeemed themselves. And
Mm.
the 2 players that are in there right now are Ronnie. You had Roman
All
Wilson.
right, Roman Wilson, yes.
I had Coach Dan Quinn, who you just had in your draft.
I did, yes.
How do we feel about Roman Wilson in the doghouse? Is he still in there for you?
Here's what I'll say. I don't think he committed any atrocities this week, but he also didn't really have the chance to, considering how
Yeah, that's
awful the
true.
Steelers played. I just I it maybe if he has some like a touchdown or something redeeming, I'll take him out, but I'm hesitant to take him out of the doghouse for now.
My only thing is that he's a second-year receiver, right?
Yeah,
He's a
y-
younger guy. He made a mistake. It didn't cost you the game last week.
that is true.
If like Ronnie put Roman Wilson in there because it was what you need to run the clock out, and he fumbles the ball and
Yeah,
gives.
they give it back to
Yeah.
the Colts.
Yep. I don't know. I am okay with releasing him, but if you don't want to,
We'll keep him in there for another week. Let him think about his decisions a
all
little
right, all right.
more.
And then Dan Quinn, for me, I like the guy. He owned up to it in his press conference. He was like, "That's my bad. I did it wrong.
Yeah.
I trust Dan Quinn. I think it's okay to let him go."
I agree. I think we can let Dan Quinn out.
Yeah.
I think he's a great
All
coach
right.
overall. Maybe just made, poor decision last week.
I agree. Dan Quinn, you have been released from the doghouse. Hopefully, you never have to see it again.
Yeah, hopefully.
But that leaves Roman Wilson in the doghouse, along with the 2 people that Ronnie and I brought. So Ronnie, who did you bring for the Weekly Doghouse this week?
I forgive me, but I cheated a little bit.
Oh,
I brought two peas in the pod. People that
that's
deserve to
okay.
be in the doghouse together. For
If it's a
maybe
necessity, it's a necessity.
for maybe all of eternity. Aaron
Oh.
Rodgers and Mike Tomlin. I don't mean to keep putting Steelers players in the doghouse.
We got three Steelers
But
players.
after what the heck I just saw last week, I have to. First off, you have Mike Tomlin. We were just talking about how every year is the goddamn same with him. And don't get
Yeah,
me wrong, he's a great coach, but holy shit. That was a horrible game. Horribly coached
yeah,
game. We were running the ball when we shouldn't have. We were calling just weird plays. I know Mike Tomlin's not, the full on offensive coordinator, but this is his team. And they looked completely lost out there.
yeah,
Specifically Aaron Rodgers, who was overthrowing people left and right, throwing, passes to the other
yeah,
team. He had, I think, like the worst game of his entire career. So both of
yeah.
you
It
can
was
go in the
bad.
doghouse and tell
We'll,
further
we'll get to
notice.
Tomlin here in the clutch call. About to
Yeah.
spoil it, but we'll just be talking about Tomlin a little bit. All right. Well, we got half the Steelers team in the doghouse right now, but maybe it's deserved. I'm not here to judge. That
It
that
is
was your
deserved.
choice, but my person, I'm actually bringing a player this week, not a coach. I
Okay.
am putting Bears wide receiver Olamide Zaccheaus in the doghouse. And if you remember
Wow.
earlier, I was talking about how you putting Saquon so high because of his resume relates to this. And
Okay.
it's a theme of seniority. And that is exactly what is going on in that Chicago Bears wide receiver room. Because why is Olamide Zaccheaus getting reps over Luther Burden? Why? You just drafted Luther Burden in the second round. Olamide Zaccheaus is dropping touchdowns in the end zone every week. Every week. He's getting targeted way too much when you just drafted a guy in the second round, and you also have a tight end you just drafted in the first round that you could be giving those targets to as well. And you also have a guy that you drafted in the first round 2 years ago, and you also have another guy that you traded for.
So you're
Why
putting
does
him in the
Olamide
doghouse?
Zaccheaus? Yes.
You're putting
Why? No. Well, he sucks. First of all, it's not all fully his fault because it's Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams deciding to use him, but it's like he's not good. He's not a great receiver. He's a fine route runner. Terrible hands. Just why? It frustrates me because I am a Caleb Williams fan. I'm not a Bears fan, but like they're one of the
Mm-mm.
teams I'm rooting for. Like I root for these teams that are bad for a long time that have some promise to do well. So I'm rooting for the Bears in that aspect. It's just frustrating because Luther Burden has looked really good when he's gotten his opportunity the last couple weeks, and Olamide Zaccheaus is just stripping it from him,
Okay.
and it pisses me off. It's just frustrating.
All I'm saying that's just on the
Maybe. I mean, you can't
coordinators.
blame a dude for trying to take his opportunity, right? At the
Yeah.
same time, if you're going to take the opportunity, don't drop a touchdown that's right here in your hands. It happens every other week.
Fair enough. Fair
It's
enough.
really frustrating. Okay, let's move on. We need to move on. Clutch call time. We're at the end of
Yes.
our 10 questions. The clutch call is a recurring segment that we have at the end of our questions every week. Basically, all it is, I'll keep it short. It's just a question that Ronnie and I have to find answers to together. We have to agree on the answers.
Yeah.
This week, we are going through all of the non-first year head coaches that have maybe even the slightest chance of getting fired during/after the season. Ignored all the first year head coaches because it'd be a lot of coaches then. But
Yeah.
let's go all through these other coaches that at least have had a full year under their belt,
Aaron
and
Glenn.
let's decide if they have let's decide if they have any chance of getting fired. So I'll take us through these guys. Let's start out with Kevin Stefanski for the Browns. Do you think he could get fired?
I think he does have a chance.
Mm,
As much as I like him,
mm.
they may just want to, hit the reset button.
I don't think that's crazy, but I'm leaning towards no. I was leaning towards no. He's won Coach of the Year twice with them because he's taken not so great rosters and made them great. That's my one thing with him. And like he really doesn't have anything to work with. Like let's be real.
Yeah.
Jerry Judy, Cedric Tillman, I'm
But I mean, we've
like
seen good coaches get
Dylan
fired
Gabriel.
after who've won Coach
That
of the
is
Year.
true.
Mike Vrabel on the Titans, and
That's true.
you could say, oh, the Titans front office is, stupid for doing that, but the Browns front office is notoriously terrible.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll give you that one. I mean, there's a chance. It's definitely not
Okay.
impossible for him to get fired. So
Yeah.
we'll say yes, he has a chance. He could get fired. Next up, Raheem Morris for the Falcons.
I don't think so. Not this year.
I think wow. I think
Wow.
there's a good chance. I think there's a good chance. His decision making, just game management hasn't been great. The defense is underperforming for a defensive head coach. And I think that the Falcons, including Raheem Morris, missed on the Penix choice.
Yeah. But
Penix is old.
I think this is just for during and after the season. I feel like they may give him the chance this season and next season maybe the time because they're still
I don't
building.
think so. I mean, they've invested so much into this defense, like in free agency and stuff, and they've even tried to make trades, even though like, but those never panned out. And it's just like he's supposed to come in and reset like this defense, and there were flashes this season, but over the last 3 or 4 weeks, the defense hasn't been performing well, and I think that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna change, in my opinion.
Fair enough. You know what? I'll lean towards your side. I'll say he can probably get fired.
Okay,
It's not out
he
of the realm
could
of
get fired. Yeah,
possibility. Yeah.
yeah. Let's go next up. Mike McDaniel for the Dolphins. I'm
I
pretty firm on this one.
yeah, I think there's a chance. It's a pretty
Nope,
solid.
I don't
Wow,
think so.
really?
I don't think so at all. I think that I don't think those are I don't think those are rumors. I think those are totally legit that the Dolphins front office think he's the guy still and they want to stick with him. If Mike McDaniels was going to get fired, he would have been fired with the GM earlier in the season.
Fair
Very
enough.
rarely do you see like teams fire just one of the head coach and GM and then wait like half a season to fire the other one. They're going together. It's either they're going together or they fire one and the other one is staying at least for a good period of time.
Yeah. I think yeah, that win against the Bills really boosted his
That too.
chances. But I mean, just a couple weeks ago we were not only were we saying could he get fired? We were saying when? When will he get fired?
That was more out of a logic standpoint, and I just don't think it's logical anymore for the Dolphins. Or not that it's not logical. I think that for the Dolphins, we've only heard rumors that he is their guy still.
Yeah. I
I
think it's
don't really like there's no been official like rumors of like, hey, they're considering firing Mike McDaniel.
That's true. I think we flip-flopped a little bit because earlier
I have.
you were on the firing side and I was on the
Yes.
keeping side. Now we're kind of opposites.
Now I'm not gonna say I never thought they should fire him. Because I'm really high on Mike McDaniel, Niners fan. He's a Niners guy. I love Mike McDaniel. He's a good play caller. He built a really good system around Tua until Tua, you know. But like it was just the logical thing for like I was trying to look in like from the Dolphins perspective. Like I thought they're gonna fire him. I thought they're gonna go full reset. But I don't think that anymore. What?
I still think
You
there's a
want paper,
chance. I think
you want rock paper scissors for this one?
yeah, we can rock paper scissors.
Because I really don't think so. All right,
Okay,
rock paper scissors shoot.
shoot.
All right, fine. Mike McDaniel's could get fired. That's
If
fine.
they can go on a
Next
losing
up,
streak.
yeah, yeah, that's true. Next up, Zach Taylor for the Bengals.
I think no.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's the defense that sucks. It's not the offense.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's the defense that
and
sucks.
I
And he's
mean
the offense head coach.
Joe Burrow's getting injured every year. I mean, you're not gonna fire a head coach because your star quarterback's out.
Yeah, I think all the noise that Zach Taylor should be fired is from Bengals fans and
Yeah,
every fan base that doesn't have like an elite head coach thinks they should fire their head coach. Even Niners fans think they should fire Kyle Shanahan, which is the most idiotic thing the Niners could ever do.
it's just overreactions.
Yep, exactly. Let's go Jonathan Gannon from the Cardinals. I
Uh,
don't think so.
no, but I will say, there is a chance when they decide to move on from Kyler Murray, the coach could be out the door as well, and they just
See,
hit the hard
so
reset
my
button.
thing is that I think this is kind of a calming tactic that coaches use to keep their job is that Jonathan Gannon and that front office, even the GM, Kyler Murray is not the guy that they chose to be their quarterback in the future. They did not draft Kyler Murray and they did not pay Kyler Murray. And what they could be telling the owners is that, hey, let's move off of this guy. He's obviously not going to work for us. Let us choose the quarterback of the future. We haven't even had a fair chance yet. And I think that's going to work for Gannon. I think that's what's going to happen. And also, it helps that the defense in his second year, it's improved a lot.
Yeah,
It's not elite or anything, but it was bottom 5 in the league last year. Now it's at least average.
I like that line of reasoning. I'll go
Yeah.
no with him.
All right, no on Jonathan Gannon. Next up, D'Amico Ryans of the Texans.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, the defense is too good as a defense head coach for them. That's a quick one. Let's get that one. This
Yeah.
one might be quick also. Dan Quinn of the Commanders.
No. Absolutely
Nah.
not. After going to the NFC Championship, no.
Yeah, I think maybe if they struggle next year, it's a possibility. But this year, he's safe, I
Yeah,
think.
very, very safe this year.
Last coach to talk about, your boy, Mike Tomlin.
No, I don't think it's gonna happen. I,
I
I'm
agree, but
whether or not should happen is different, but
if the Steelers continue to crumble, and if he loses that winning streak record, that winning season streak record, I think he gets fired immediately.
maybe. But he is one of the most beloved coaches
Yeah.
in the NFL, despite the record, despite everything. And every
I
year,
think he would get hired as
every
a head coach immediately somewhere else
yeah,
for a
I
fact.
agree. Every year they have that poll that comes out, the player poll, the anonymous poll, and nearly every year,
Mm.
the players vote that the coach they want to play the most for is Mike Tomlin.
He is a player's coach. Like players love him. Like he has
Yeah,
players over to his house. Like is it every Thanksgiving? Like the players are just open to come, like that type
yeah.
of stuff. Like that's some good stuff. Like Mike Tomlin is a great dude.
And we
It's
just
just
we just got a new owner, I think, or maybe GM. I'm a little foggy on that, but I think that front office might be a little hesitant to fire the guy that's been kind of the face of the team for the last 20 years,
I
essentially.
agree. I I agree that he probably won't. It's just like if he does lose that winning record, that winning streak, I think he's out.
Fair enough.
But I'm not gonna assume that because they are 5-4 and they don't have the hardest schedule. So I'm not gonna make the assumption that they're gonna have that. So yeah, that was a clutch call. We went through all those coaches, determined whether they could or could not get fired. I'll run through them real quick. Kevin Stefanski could, we said. Raheem Morris could, we said. Mike McDaniel could, we said, out of a rock paper scissors vote. Zach Taylor, probably not. Jonathan Gannon, probably not. D'Amico Ryans, absolutely not. Dan Quinn, absolutely not. Mike Tomlin, probably not.
Yeah.
Maybe absolutely not.
Yeah, I'd say absolutely not.
Yeah. All right. That was our 10 questions. We're done with the sports stuff today.
Nice.
Let's get a little off topic, yeah?
I like this
We're,
idea.
we're nearing we're nearing the end of the year, and 2025 has been a good year, I'd say. But I want to talk about the music from this year. What are our favorite songs and albums from this year, Ronnie? I know I'm a big rap guy. I actually have not a ton of rap on this year though. What about you?
That's interesting. I, maybe I haven't listened to enough music this year, but a lot of the stuff I liked has just been rap. And I know, but for me personally, like, I've been rap's been on the decline. Like, I've been listening
Yeah,
to a lot of different stuff, but in terms of the stuff that came out this year, it's almost like dominated by hip hop.
I know exactly why though. For me, it's just I don't know. I've gotten I don't know why, but like it's just overall my motivation. I talked to you about this. My
Yeah,
motivation to listen to some of these albums has just declined. Like the Clips album, I listened to once and I never went back to it, and I liked it. I just haven't had the motivation to go back. Same thing with the Jid album. Jid is a top 10 artist of all time for me. I listened to his album once and have listened to it since, and I liked it too. It's just I'm I don't know. I don't know
yeah.
what's up with me, man.
Well, since you brought it up, I gotta shout out my favorite album of the year, Clips.
Mm,
Let God
mm,
sort them out. And picking a song from this album is difficult because they're all amazing.
yeah.
But I'm gonna go with FICO as my
Go.
favorite rap song of the year. That
Interesting. Yeah.
uh, and then since you brought up Jade, I'll bring up Community as well. I think that's the best
Yeah.
song of his album.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah, no,
then
I don't know these songs because I have just not gone back to it. But I need to. I need to.
yeah,
Also.
yeah, definitely. And then since I'm a big Gorillaz guy, they've been coming out with a bunch of new singles for their upcoming album. But it's not
Have
till
they?
yeah, but it's not till March 2026.
Wait, I didn't even see that because I like Gorillas too. I need to.
Uh
I didn't notice that.
you got 3 singles out: Happy Dictator, God of Lying, and Manifesto. I think my favorite of the 3 is probably God of Lying, but they're all pretty good.
Okay. My yeah, my top two. I have 4 albums listed. Like I have my top four. It's like 1, 2, and then tied to 3.
Mm-hmm.
3 of those 4 albums are not rap. And historically, I've listened to like 90% rap in my life. And like this year, it's probably more like 75% rap. But like my top 2 albums are not rap. My number one is self-titled Malcolm Todd.
Yes.
I told you that I like Malcolm Todd. I love that album. My favorite song off that is Concrete. It's probably my favorite song of the year. That's just my song of the year in general. And then also my number two is a guy that I like, but has never been like a huge like a huge. I've never been a huge fan of him. And our friends went to see his concert this week or this year. The Weekend, Hurry Up Tomorrow. That was my second favorite album this year. And I'm not historically like some crazy big Weekend fan, but I love that album. The Abyss featuring Lana Del Rey is probably my favorite song on the album.
You know what you were saying with like, you listened to these albums once and never revisited. I need to do that with
Mm-hmm.
The Weeknd because I've only heard it once.
Mm,
I liked it,
yeah,
but it didn't grip me.
yeah,
Maybe when I go back, I'll really start appreciating the songs.
yeah. No, it's a yeah. That's exactly how I feel with Jid and Clips. But yeah, tied third for me. One that you may not know them is They. They're kind of R&B.
Just they?
th- they it's they like it's all caps they and then a period. That's the it's a duo. The album Love Jones is tied third for me with Jack Boys 2, Travis Scott. Travis Scott is my favorite artist of all time, like by a lot. Uh then the album wasn't even that good. It's just it had such low lows. But it also had some really high highs, especially in the first like 5 songs. And really those 5 songs are only like the ones I listen to. Like I don't listen to the other 15 songs or whatever. But those 5 songs carried it enough to be tied third for me. Like it was Champagne of AK, 2000 Excursion, Kick Out, Dumbo. I'm forgetting the last one, but yeah.
Wow.
Any other single? I have a couple other singles that I loved this year that are
Um,
actually rap.
yeah, in terms of rap singles, I think my favorite that just released as a single. I don't know if you've heard of it. Boldy James, It Factor featuring LP. It's just a nice kind of low key song. Boldy James and LP's verses are
Okay. I've
pretty
only
good.
listened to a couple Boldy James songs in my life. I gotta listen to that one.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I'm a big Run the Jewels guy, so I see LP's featured on a song.
yes. Yeah.
I gotta scramble
hmm
to it.
I loved FWU, Foot With You with Mustard and Don Tolliver. I love that one.
Mm.
That one just gets me in my zone. And then also I like this is not like somebody I usually like, but Hose Be Mad, Cash Cobain and Bunna B. That one just like is catchy and just stuck in my head and it's like a I don't know if it's a TikTok song or what. It's just been on repeat for the past like
Mm.
I don't know, month and a half for me. But yeah, kind
It's,
of an uneventful year for music for me personally.
I will say, yeah, music for this year for me has really been dominated by just a few like really solid songs or albums.
hmm
But like nothing as, broad as per usual.
I've spent a lot of time listening to music from past years this year for me.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. I've been listening to a lot of uh like 2000s, early 2010s music this year.
Mm, yeah, yeah, a lot of Astroworld for me, for Travis, and a lot of Sweet
Mm.
Boy for Malcolm Todd, his first project. But
For me,
yeah,
yeah,
anything else music wise? Yeah,
no, I mean just a lot of gorillas.
a lot of
Emanos.
gorillas.
Emanos. Demon Days, Plastic Beach, basically those albums on repeat.
All right. Sounds awesome. Anything else at all before we get out of here, Ronnie?
No, I think that's it.
Alrighty, well, then thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe down below. It is completely free, and make sure to turn on notifications so you get notified for future episodes. Also, make sure to like this video. Please leave questions in the comments if you want to see us answer those on the podcast. We are dying to see some of the questions from you guys. Follow us on social media, which will be linked in the description, and we will see you guys on next week's edition of Clutch 10.
Nice. That was a good one.
Let's go.